Good afternoon on what is a mild, bright and sunny day. It is Wednesday the 25th of October. I've got a nice hot cup of tea. And a parcel to unbox. Let's get the knife on this one. And what I'm going to pull out of here is a copy of The Dragon's Secret by Jennell Jaquays, published by Fifth Wall Comic Games and Miniatures. And this is a Swords and Wizardry compatible scenario. It includes a lost temple, a mythic horde, and a legendary lie. The tales of a long-dead dragon's abandoned treasure are local legend, just part of a fantastic tapestry of unsolved mystery. This is the Dungeons of Doom edition. So, a lost temple, a mythic horde, and a legendary lie. A fantastic tapestry of mysteries that are waiting to be solved by a party of 6 to 8 5th to 7th level adventurers. The Dragon's Secret centres on a mystery from the past. Villagers invited a gold dragon to bless and protect the region with her presence. For a little tribute, and a temple, and followers. And perhaps a whole lot more tribute. When the dragon eventually went mad, she laid waste to the surrounding lands in a fiery rage, ending with her death at the hands of heroes. Except they found almost none of her treasure. In time, people forgot the cathedral's location, but the legend of a missing treasure still inspires seekers to keep looking. This adventure, published in an abridged form as part of the fundraiser featuring the work of TSR alumni, marks the return to tabletop games publishing of Hall of Fame designer and artist Jennell Jaquays, the creator of enduring game settings such as Dark Tower and Caverns of Thracia, both originally published by Judges Guild and now published by Goodman Games, Griffin Mountain for Chaosium, and M5 Talents of Night for TSR Inc. This self-contained adventure fits into any campaign setting and opens the first door to the Thousand Worlds, her own game multiverse. In addition to the adventure, the book includes homebrew rules for variants for Swords and Wizardry, new monsters and new playable characters for those not too shy to add a talking duck and an aardvark to their game world. So, there we go. An adventure essentially by one of the classic dungeon and adventure creators. Open up, and we've got the contents page, and after that we've got the forward, explaining a bit of context and background to the adventure, as long as there's like an original map there, and then we get into how to use the book, including pronoun news, homebrew rules, map key explanations, descriptive features, and so on, and just breaking it all down, including backing that up with a nice little diagram there, nice illustration of the map key, and then talking about, essentially things like what are denizens, what are tactics of roleplay, what are encounters, what are insights, what is lore. These are all built into particular locations and encounters throughout the adventure. And so we have a sample NPC denizen there, full stats and details, and then we have Dragon Tales is suggestions for ways for the GM can draw their player characters into the adventure investigations around the Dragon Cathedrals. So there's ideas on how to set up the scenario for your player characters. Random encounter tables. So those are the outdoor ones. So as you can see, we have things like a guide here. So we've got foul folk adventurers. Now these are going to be the dwarf-sized ducks there. So I'm going to show you that. But each one is individualized. So, and then it's followed by a section of tactics and roleplay. So you can see how the breakdown sort of goes. Not every monster has that. Some are operating bands, some are not quite so personal. And then we have the first thing is map A, the Cathedral of Dragons, and its description. So automatically the player characters kind of quickly find the Cathedral of Dragons, and the adventure starts there. In the case of they actually run into a major NPC, Aerobox, the Aardvark, which is a parody of a certain well-known cartoon character classic cartoon character. You know, still quite beloved of the of the comic books hobby. And we've got numerous creatures and so on, all illustrated, really nicely done. I think it's quite an attractive looking book. So there we've got like a piercer, and then that's a gargoyle leader. Presented in a much more threatening manner than you would normally expect in a dungeon adventure, actually. And then we have Bat B, which is connections. This is the you know, the section of the adventure which is going to connect onto the further mystery. So you've got a nice little map there. And then we have tables of random encounters for the underground. More location details. Before we get into map C, which is circular illogic, and you can see sort of like some of this circularity in the earlier presentation of that map. I think that's like an earlier one drawn by the author and cartographer, and you can see it there. And some of the locations have got basically have a more detailed map for a more complex encounter. And here we have another detailed NPC, Elder Wog or Warg, and then we have a strange encounter with a suit of armour there. Bang Bang Maxwell's Silver Club. Nice reference there. And you can see a cross section of that encounter to help the game master run it more easily. And then we have Dimblelanders and Eldon Warmel, Fugitive Mage and Murderous Scoundrel together. Another couple of NPCs that the player characters can run into as they progress through the adventure and deeper into the dungeon. Another nice pun, dead men tell no trails. So there's a bit of humour in there as well, in the way it's written. Huge monster there, which looks to be like a massive zombie spiders. And again, more fun with titles. So we have the Unpopular Dead. And I doubt they're grateful to be called that. And then finally we get into map D, the Dragon's Horde. And more great artwork. And we've got tables, so tables of curios, and is it a treasure table down there? Is it worth anything? Epilogue, a door opens. It's a standalone adventure, but it basically could lead into the setting. And then we have new character races. So the Foul Folk. So if you want to have ducks in your Swords and Wizardry game, you can. And Earth Pigs as well. So you've got guidelines there for Aardvarks as player characters. And then new monsters, so Aardvarks and Drackles. So, you know, there as well. Foul Folk as monsters, and more living statues, zombie spiders. There we go, better illustration of that. And we have more dragon tales, so more background, which can be used to sort of construct reasons for the player characters to get involved, I'm sure. So quite a lot of these. Advert there for Quack Keep, which is another scenario available from Drive-Thru RPG from the same author and publisher. And there we are. That is almost it. We've got a couple of handouts there. There's a puzzle in there, which I saw pictures of earlier. Star Hat miniatures, bit of advertising there, if you would accept. And that is The Dragon's Secret by Jennell Jaquays. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you will see me out here with a package containing a book or game, or in this case a scenario for Swords and Wizardry, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing of the Nook. Be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.